Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC but do everything DIY. And today we have a service call for a noisy refrigerator. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumperman Tech. Today we are working on a Crown refrigerator. They had made a complaint that there was quite some noise. So this is your condensing unit here. We can slide it out. What I noticed in the previous visit is that it was making quite some noise, and it was actually the condenser fan motor. So today we're going to be replacing that. But right now it is Monday, and on Friday when I was here, this unit was actually running. It has to be running to make noise. The evaporator fan motor, as you can see, is not spinning. Typically this is always getting power, so that fan motor should be spinning, and apparently nothing is working here. So we should investigate that, but the plan is to replace the condenser fan motor. Trying to find a plug. I remember it used to be plugged in there. Where is this thing? It's got to be the plug. All right, so it's an extension. This must be it. Oh yeah, you see that noise? And now the indoor fan motor is running. All right, cool. I unplugged it. This is the condensate pan. Let's pull this out. This condenser is in terrible shape. This thing is not even breathing. So this is our condensing unit, and that is our condenser fan motor. You hear that? I heard it the first time. I guess if it spun right there, you see it? Pretty much this thing is worn out. So what we want to do is replace this fan motor. Here's the new fan motor that I picked up. I just matched it up with the numbers and the size. Hopefully they gave me the correct one, but it seems like it's gonna go like this. Here's the blade, and we're gonna match it up. Some hardware that this came with, and let's just see how this goes. There's no instructions on this box, so we're gonna have to figure this out on ourselves. But let's go ahead and start pulling out this motor. I did unplug it, so we're safe. There's no power. So let's begin. Looks like there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws, and then we could just lift this whole thing out. So let's go ahead and get started, but they definitely need a cleaning. Honestly, a replacement. I mean, the shape of everything is ridiculous. I mean, look at that fan blade. Look at this grill. I mean, that's filthy. Let's start by taking off these 4 Phillips screws and taking it out, so then we can rebuild it and then install it back. All right, took off the 4 screws, and I'm being held back by the wiring now. I'm gonna cut the wire so I have some decent slack to work with. And now this can come out. Here's the fan motor. I'm definitely gonna have to reuse the same bracket. And then this, I'm gonna have to splice the wires right here and connect with these new wires. I don't have a little nut driver for this thing that can get in that deep, and honestly I'm just gonna use this instead of running back to the truck for a socket set. It's just 2 little nuts. So this little 4-inch adjustable comes in some serious handy when you really need it. So let's just take those off, and we should be able to transfer it onto the new motor. All right, I should now just come right off. All right, we got the bracket off with the 2 nuts. So we need to fit this here, but it is a different style, as these bolts can come out. Hopefully this little kit that it came with, I got the right screws so I can mount the motor on here, just like that. These little bolts fit perfectly, so I'm just gonna mount this on here and just put on our 4 bolts. Super simple. Main thing is I need to reuse this fan blade. So let's see, it looks like a 1/4" screw. Maybe it's not. Let's not strip that. It's one of those strange sizes. So let's take that out. I'm telling you, this little adjustable is a lifesaver. Okay, so we got a bolt with a washer. Oh wow, that comes right off. But then you see, oh, hold on, there's this little plate, and the new one came with those as well. Oh, with a new washer too. How does this go on? I never put that. Let's see if can I just pull this? You can tell this motor is bad. Look how the shaft moves up and down. Now, the other one moves a little bit too, but it seems a little excessive. What's holding this thing? Is there a locking screw? I might be able to just pull that out, but regardless, we're using the new motor, so how about just like push that on here, right? And then see, does this line up? I'm gonna clean this blade, but I just wanna see if this lines up. Come on. Perfect. That lines up, and we just gotta put a screw. It's gonna be super simple. So let's go ahead and clean that blade and then get this going. All right, so we rinsed off the fan blade, made it look clean. There's these 4 little things that kind of stick out, and it goes in these 4 holes, so it kind of holds the blade in place. So I'm just gonna put that in. Then this same washer, and I just gotta find the right bolt that fits in there. The old one was that size. Just wanna make sure we're gonna get this right. Let's see how this one fits. Everything looks good. Everything's nice and smooth. These are 2 power wires. One is longer than the other, and one has a ridge. So one indicates for line and the other one for neutral. This is 120 volts, but for right now, I'm just gonna open this and cut this off, and we're gonna splice these. And we'll add some wire nuts, and we'll connect it to the unit, and we'll test it. But of course, we gotta mount it first, make sure everything's in a good position. And hopefully we have a quiet system. Let's go ahead and mount this into place and secure our screws. Not sure if you guys can see, but this wire is completely flat. But on this one we have like some stripes. You guys can see it. Same thing for this cable. So I'm just gonna match up the flat with the flat and the stripes with the stripes. I'm gonna splice this back and then just use 2 wire nuts and then tie wrap this in a way where it's not gonna be in the way of any pipes or the fan blade. All right, we spliced our wires together and we put some wire nuts. Before I make this all neat, I just wanna give this a test bump and make sure we have no noise. All right guys, it's the moment of truth. Plug this in. Got good airflow and it's nice and smooth. You guys remember last time it was making some crazy noise. I'm assuming they were having a party here, and because it was making so much noise, I actually had to turn it off. But it looks like we're in the clear. Alright, so I added some tie wraps. Everything is nice and secure. This motor's not making any noise anymore, so we're just gonna slide this in, plug everything back up, and we are pretty much done here. Everything is working. As you can see, everything is nice and quiet. I can actually feel the airflow now, which is great. Look how much dirt is on here, and all the fins are broken. There's actually a special tool where you could actually fix these fins, but this is all smashed in and kicked in, and that's because the cover is missing. That has a cover, that one has a cover, and that one has a cover. Whereas this one, of course, is gonna get destroyed. You can even see this pipe is even like kinked in. I mean, these people must be kicking this thing, jumping around, who knows, but I'm gonna recommend a full deep cleaning for the condensing unit. And for the inside, this really has to be taken care of. It's definitely unacceptable, but everything's nice and good. We just got to make sure that we're getting good temperatures, but this service call is going to end here. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you all next time.